Josh, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
Thank you very much for coming on. We're in Swansea, ready for Southampton, Swansea. Big game for the club today. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, great. The good thing about the Championship, when I went this, to me personally as a fan, there's so many grounds I haven't been to, and Swansea's one of them. So it's always nice to tick some off. I think I was saying before, I think the only one that I've been to this year that I'd already been to before is Watford, and I've done about 10 now. So it's all good to come to somewhere new.
It's good to see you, mate. It's been a busy week at the football club. We've had a sign-in and we've had an announcement also on the Northern Stand. First off, let's talk about the first announcement of the week was the plans to redevelop the Northern Stand at St Mary's. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, I may have to think about moving my seat, but it's...
Where do you sit at the moment?
Right now I sit in the Itchen, so Itchen North. But yeah, moving the away fans, obviously sometimes, especially more in the Premier League, because usually we couldn't hold on to a lead back then when you see that they're attacking their fans second half, so that'll probably be the main change for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just where you section the away fans. Thoughts on safe standing? It's something that's needed to happen for a long time, isn't it? Safe stand is really, really important. Would you like to see the whole stand safe standing? They're going to do half, aren't they? They're going to do the top tier.
Yeah, it's something I'd like to see. I think I've been to, obviously we're at the point at this stage where it is now where like a handful of grounds have it, a handful that don't. I remember going to, I think it was Chelsea I went to, which had it, and Tottenham as well. So like those London, the big London ones. And whenever I went there, it was always like really well implemented. So hopefully it will be something like that today.
I went to Tottenham and it was brilliant. It was so well done. Right, second news story this week was the signing of Joe Rothwell. He's on loan from Bournemouth to the end of the season. There's no option to buy him. Bournemouth fans speak really highly of Rothwell. What's your thoughts on the signing?
Yeah, you look around, obviously, when you look around like social media and that, you get snippets from other people's fans. I saw a little bit from Bournemouth, a little bit from, I think it was Blackburn, I'm inclined to say where he was before. But they spoke really highly of him. From what they said, he was one of those kind of midway points, maybe too good for the Championship. I'm not sure about the Premier League, but for right now, if it's that kind of sign, if he proves fit today, I expect he'll probably be on the bench today. I reckon he'll only help us, especially when games are thick and fast, and especially depending on how long Joe Aribo's out for AFCON and places like that.
Yeah, the transfer window's got another week to roll, yeah. We just want the window shut now, don't we, really? A lot of talk this week around Kyle Walker-Peters. Chelsea showing some interest. They say it'll take 30 million plus to prize him away from St Mary's. Do you think he'll stay, Kyle Walker-Peters? And how important is it that we do keep him?
I think he's very important. I think he runs that right-hand side all the way down the wing. And for a right-back, his role in the team is far more than you'd think when you look at it on paper. I like to think he'd stay, and to be honest, I do think he would. I think we're in a position where...
We're in a great position, really, when you think about it.
I mean, realistically, we've got as good a chance as any as going up, I think, and that would probably play on his mind. I don't think with him we're in a position to sell, because I don't think we are in a position to really sell anyone apart from Che Adams, considering his contract situation.
It looks like he might stay now as well, from what they said yesterday.
Yeah, it does. And for what he gets you, I know he's kind of a little bit hit and miss when we've got that talk about his contract going on, but you'd argue he's worth losing him on a free if his goals get you promotion. I think he'd be more than worth that.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Let's talk about the game today against Swansea. It's a big game. We need to be a little bit more clinical on the road, don't we?
Yeah, that's where it's kind of been. You notice things like the away games like Norwich, Huddersfield, Watford right at the end. We've sort of seemingly cracked the home one. It's just getting the away one under wraps. But obviously Swansea will be slightly different here than Boxing Day.
An opportunity to go second, overtake Ipswich. They don't play till Monday. They take on Leicester on Monday. So there's an opportunity to finish this weekend in the top two for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, back when we had our dodgy run when we were behind, I think when we started picking up those first couple results on the run, we were about 12 odd points behind. I forget the specific number, but now we're constantly breathing down their necks, and Ipswich know there's no room for error, and I think not that there should be at this level in the table. And knowing that they've got a tough game, arguably their toughest game all season, away to the only team above them, I think. So the chance that if we win today, we'll gain ground on at least one of them, maybe both, I think it will put us in a really good position.
No, I totally agree. Thank you very much for your time. Before you go, score prediction.
It will be a lot tougher than Boxing Day, from when I remember watching.
Luke Williams is managing our first game here at the Swansea.com Stadium. It'll be a different proposition, won't it?
Yeah, it will. I think with all respect to Swansea, when they came down here, we controlled the game pretty much from the first second of minute one to the right end to the final whistle. But I don't think it'll be the same game today, but I do think we've still got that quality. I think it'll be 2-1 win.
Game that we really need to win today. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
With Ethan and with Sam, both Southampton fans.
Yeah.
Going to look ahead to the game shortly, but first I want to talk to you about a couple of things this week. Joe Rothwell signed. Do you know much about Joe Rothwell? There's rumours he's a good player.
Not a lot about him, but we've obviously signed him for a reason. He can do well.
Oh, he played for Blackburn, I think, didn't he? And Bournemouth. See his highlights. Looks like a bit of a plur. Probably better small go, maybe. Bit of depth.
Yeah. Bit of depth, isn't it?
Well, it's what we need, innit, in the running. I think chasing down Ipswich, got to chase him down somehow. A lot of games coming up.
Yeah, need the squad. I also want to talk about the other bit of news this week. It was about the Northern Stand. I want to make that an All Saints end with safe standing. What's your thoughts on it, and where do you put the away fans?
That's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. Don't know.
Where when you go to St Mary's, where would you normally stand?
We go Itchen, don't we?
Yeah, you should.
We're the Itchen then, yeah.
The atmosphere's not bad there, but it could be better, couldn't it?
Well, it could be better, but if it was me, I would put them to the right-hand side of the Northern. So they're not too far away. So you still got the old and the Northern, but they're in the corner. So they're not over in the family end. You know what I mean? So you still got the atmosphere. And
because you're going to get fans move, aren't you? Because some fans want to be by the away fans.
Yeah, like the Itchen North. The Itchen North won't be a thing anymore, will it? It would just be the Northern corner, per se.
Yeah, some fans go there for the atmosphere, for the away fans. They go there to give it to the away fans.
They do, and that's it. And I just think you'll get a section of fans that will want to move to do that. Right, the big talk this week's been around Kyle Walker-Peters. Do you think he'll stay? Important that he stays because he's so important, isn't he? But they say 30 million quid could prize him away from St Mary's.
We always do this. We always have good players and we sell them. I get we have to sell them because we're not a club that, we can afford to keep our good players. But if we want to go back up and then stay up,
we need him.
We've got to keep good players. And if we do sell him, it's got to be more than 30. And we've also got to invest better, I believe.
It's non-negotiable. He can't go, can he, really? He's got to sign a contract. I think he's such a big part of the team, isn't he? Pivotal. He's played every minute this season. He can't go, can he, really? He's
played every second. He's not missed a game. Right, let's talk about today's game against Swansea. We thrashed them at St Mary's on Boxing Day. It'll be a different game today. Luke Williams is coming as their new manager. It's a different proposition, isn't it? What's your thoughts on it?
Same thing happening. I believe same thing happening. I'm saying 4-0.
Going with 4-0. So score prediction's 4-0. Score prediction from yourself.
3-1.
I've gone with 3-1 today.
I think it's a different game, and football's a funny game. You can play Pompey beating 5-0, and then they could turn up and do us the next week, couldn't they? But I reckon we'll still win. But
I'm saying 4.
I'm
saying 4.
Yeah, they could be picked off. They like to play it out from the back. They could have got done by Birmingham by loads last week. Right, final question. Could go 21 games unbeaten for a club record. They've not done it before. Equalled it last week. Could beat it this week. Russell Martin, he'd be everything. He'd be doing everything he can against his old club to do that today, wouldn't he?
He will. That's something we need to not think about. Don't think about it. Otherwise, if we start thinking we need to win, that's when we make mistakes and we'll end up losing. And just keep it simple. You know we can beat him. We've done it before. Turn up, play your game, absolutely spank him again.
Think the same?
Well, it could be a voodoo curse, could it? You think bit of pressure. People know him down there, don't they? Players, manager knows him, was his assistant. But I think we should win, but I don't know, it could be a bit of a banana skin, couldn't it?
Never know, dear, never know. Guys, thank you very much indeed. Young Swansea fans and me, what's your score prediction for today?
A bit. I think they might win a bit.
You think that Swansea are going to win? What about yourself?
I think Swansea are the best and they should win for us.
Thinks they're going to win? What about yourself?
I think 2-1 Swansea. Charlie Patino's going to score, and then I think, that's 2-1.
In my head, I think 1-0 Southampton, but in my heart, 2-0 Swansea.
Right, I want to talk to you about Russell Martin. He was your manager last season. What reception will he get from the Swansea fans today?
Awkwardness. It's just,
You're sad to see him go?
Yeah, a little.
What about yourself?
It's a little sad to see him go, but it's going to be quite harsh for the fans to treat him like.
He's done a good job here, didn't he?
He did do a good job, so they're just going to shout
It's great to see you. Did you have a good trip up?
I did. It was very, I'd say
Sleepy?
long, sleepy. I was asleep most of the time, so yeah.
Harrison, good trip?
Yeah, it was really warm on the coach. I think everyone was going sleepy.
How are we thinking about today's game? Russell Martin returns to Swansea. We're here for the big game. It's a big game, really. How are you feeling? I feel really nervous, I've got to be honest.
I think I'm 50-50. Like, I'm confident, but I want to be optimistic as well. Like, anything can happen. So
yeah, anything could happen.
If we do a repeat of Boxing Day, brilliant. If not, we'll see. We'll see.
Do you think it'd be different to Boxing Day? Luke Williams has come in here. It's going to be a totally different game.
Having speaking to some Swansea fans, they're not too impressed so far with their manager, so hopefully we can do the job over them again. I'm always nervous. I think we've got a mistake in us, so hopefully we'll do them again.
No, we need to do them again. Carl Walker-Peters, loads of talk around him. I've been chatting to everyone around the ground about Carl Walker-Peters. Do you think he'll stay? It's going to take a lot of money to take him away, isn't it?
I reckon he will stay. I think that was more of a clickbait than anything, but I think he's staying.
Stays.
Yeah, I think he stays. It's massive if he does stay. Joe Rothwell's come in. You know much about Joe Rothwell? They talk highly of him at Bournemouth. All the fans I spoke to, they really like him.
I've not heard too much, but every time a player comes in, I'm always like, just judge them as soon as they're playing for us, not for anyone else, because anything, Saints, anything can happen. So
Saints unchanged today. Exactly the same 11 that started against Sheffield Wednesday. Quite a balanced side. You happy with the lineup?
More than happy. Perfect.
What about you?
I just go with the flow every time. Every time a team comes out, and sometimes you're not feeling great, they end up doing really well. So I'm just like,
Trust
well
the
done.
manager.
Trust the manager.
Trust the manager. I haven't spoken to you about the manager. I spoke to everyone else about the manager.
Yep.
But Yasmin, I've not spoken to you about Russell Martin. This guy has done an incredible job at our football club, hasn't he?
He has.
I can't speak highly enough of him.
I think the thing that I love about him the most is that he's united the fan base more than anything. And
that's the big thing.
We know from the last couple of seasons he's not. Well, other managers haven't, and now we're all united, no matter what. So I think he's done a really good job. Love you, Martin.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Thank you very much indeed. Matchday Vlogs, thank you very much for joining me. You're in Swansea. It's still a bit chilly though.
It was a bit milder today than it has been the last few days, but no, I keep looking at that spot over by the goal, thinking that's where Gabby smashed it in. So I'm feeling quite.
That was the spot where he scored that goal that kept us in the Premier League all those years ago. Fond memories. How do you feel about today's game?
Weirdly nervous,
Me too.
but I think that's down to the fan base more than the players themselves. I think we've all got that kind of unbeaten run looming over us, the record that could be broken here today. But really it's about chasing down the team in front of us.
Yeah, it's going after Ipswich and it putting some pressure on them. We could go second. First time in a while I'm really piled pressure on them. They don't play till Monday.
No, they don't play till Monday. But I thought they looked shaky against Sunderland. I thought Sunderland kind of gifted the win to them. So, it's hardly like they've been banging wins in like they have been. And look, we've picked up more points than anyone else since September. So we should feel confident.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to speak to you about Russell Martin. He returns to his old club here today. He's done a wonderful job at our football club. I chatted to Yasmin downstairs a minute ago. The way he's reunited the fan base, he's brought everyone together. He looks like a great manager as well. He's totally blown me away. I don't know about yourself.
Yeah, it's a completely different style of football to what we were used to before. And I keep thinking back to that period in September where, we were all getting a little bit itchy, a little bit shaky with the method of play, but we stuck with it. But I think there's this sense of confidence amongst the squad that is running through the whole team. That is, it's really seeing us proud.
Galvanised everyone together. Couple of topics to talk about this week. Carl Walker-Peters, loads of talk around him. I've been asking everyone, do they think he'll stay? A lot of people think he will stay. It's going to take a lot of money to get him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be silly money, and I think it'll be smart for him to stay as well. If he goes anywhere else, it's kind of a second place. If he doesn't really want to sit on the bench at Chelsea or somewhere like that. So, let's wait until the summer and see what happens then. But yeah.
Talk about key performers before you go. Who's been your standout? A couple of players who have really shone for you this season. Maybe someone that surprised you a little bit as well.
I think Ryan Fraser surprised most of the fan base. I think we were a little bit underwhelmed when he came in, but I've got to give mention to Harwood Bellis and Flynn Downs.
He's been so good in Harwood Bellis.
Yeah, Harwood Bellis, Flynn Downs and Carl Walker-Peters could easily walk into a Premier League side. So I think those three alone. And of course Adam Armstrong doing what he does. It's been fantastic.
We've got a great chance of going back up. Do you think we can do it? Do you think we get automatic promotion?
I hope so. I do hope so. I think we can do it, and I think we just got to focus on ourselves. Leicester are going to do what they do. Ipswich are going to do what they do. Just got to keep winning and doing our thing.
And this is a game that we need to win. We need to be a little bit more clinical on the road. It's something we haven't been. If we could be clinical today and get the win, would be so good, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'd absolutely love it. I'm still nervous though.
Yeah, me too. Mike, thank you so much for your time.
Absolute pleasure.
plug your channel first. You've got your own match day channel where you do some unbelievable vlogs. Give it a shout out before we do anything else.
Yeah, I'm Saints FC Vlogs on YouTube. I'd be sure to give it a subscribe. I'd be really appreciated.
You do some great content. Are you doing some content today?
I am doing some content today, so yeah.
Brilliant. We look forward to seeing it. Right, let's talk about the game. Score prediction.
I said in Mike's video, I said 2-1, so I'm going to go 2-1 Adam Armstrong brace.
2-1 Adam Armstrong brace. What about yourself?
Well, in Mike's video, I said it's going to be 4-0, but I reckon I'm going to change it on here. I'm going to say 3-1. I reckon we even concede a late penalty.
I'm going to go with 3-1 today as well, actually. Right, a couple of key talking points from this week. Developments at St Mary's. You excited by what they're proposing?
To be honest, no.
Not so sure about it?
Because I feel like the people that sit where they sit now will just want to come over to the away fans, so it just seems like pointless. I like the idea. I like the idea, but I just don't see it working.
I'm with you. A lot of people will want to be near the away fans.
Yeah.
Are you thinking the same?
Yeah, I like the idea, but I think the execution is a little bit poor in how they've done it and laid it out. I don't think it's going to go through. I reckon it's all going to collapse soon.
It'd be interesting to see what happens. They want the fans' feedback, which is really important. Russell Martin returns here to Swansea today, a side that he managed for 2 seasons. He's done a great job at Southampton. Just give me your thoughts on Russell Martin and what he's done at our football club. He's united everyone. We've been all talking about it. He's done amazing, isn't he?
I think he's a top bloke. I want him to stay here for his whole managerial career if he could. He's changed this football club so much. You look at the training videos online, it's just amazing to see the team such together. It's just amazing.
He's brought everyone together, fans, players, management, a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's a top guy, amazing to be around. I can see the players are really happy when he's in the training ground with them. He's a top manager as well. Honestly, I was Martin out when we lost them 4 games in a row at the start of the season. But now he's changed my opinions a little bit.
Definitely. A game we need to win today. We need to be clinical on the road, something we've not been.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be a bit more clinical today?
I think we'll be a bit more clinical. You look how dominant it was at St Mary's. It's just, I can see this almost being a thumping, if not more, to be honest.
Yeah, we were dominant on Boxing Day against them, weren't we? Do you think it'd be slightly different today?
I think it's going to be pretty much more of the same, but I reckon they're going to go out with a more defensive mentality because they know what we can show on the attack. But I reckon they're going to try counter-attack and try get us when we're weak.
Yeah, no, definitely. I appreciate your views on the game. One final thing before we go. A lot of talk around Kyle Walker-Peters this week. The transfer window's got another week to go. I just want it slammed shut now. I've had enough of the transfer window. We need to keep Walker-Peters, don't we?
Yeah.
For me, at 30 million, it's too cheap.
Yeah, too cheap. Must keep him. He's been one of my players of the season so far, so yeah.
He has been outstanding. You want Walker-Peters to stay there. I think every Southampton fan, no money.
I love Walker-Peters. Chelsea, hands off. Best player in this team by a country mile.
Yeah. Any other shouts? Anyone's really surprised you player-wise this season? Anybody that's shone that you didn't expect?
Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, a lot of people.
He's been honestly one of the most brilliant players we've had. The way he just, like the late lock at the last minute goals, Millwall, Hull, it's been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been great, hasn't he, Ryan Fraser?
I was at that Millwall game and the atmosphere there was absolutely electric when he scored. Yeah. It was amazing, and I love all the other goals he's been scoring this season. He's a top bloke, top man, wicked player. Hope we get him on permanent.
Brilliant, guys. Thank you very much indeed.
Come on, Frank!
Thank you very much for joining me. Swansea 1, Southampton 3, first half. What's your thoughts on that first half performance?
Plenty of opportunities. I felt there was a few more chances we could have killed off the game a little bit more. I think the goal that we conceded, it was a bit of a rough one. I think we were dominant that whole half, and I think it was kind of unlucky, but it was good.
Flynn Downs with a birthday goal.
Oh my God, mate! Flynn Downs' birthday goal against the old club. He's just feeling good, and it was such a nice goal as well. The way he took it, it's just beautiful. When we started this game, I think we all sort of went 3-1. It's already 3-1, so it's up and clear from here. I just don't think Swansea can handle us today.
I'm with you. I went with 3-1 as well. Do you think it'll be a few more as well?
Definitely. I think Flynn Downs a touch of class for his birthday, and I think there's definitely a few more goals in this.
I want to touch on Shay Adams because he has been brilliant in his first half down here. I think it's really important that we keep hold of him. I don't know about you. I want Shay to stay.
Now we're here and he's performing, he's doing stuff. I mean, it's still window's still open, so he's playing well. Who knows what's going to happen in February? But the way he takes the ball, the way his hold-up play, it's better than any other striker in the squad. You know, if he can just get, I say a few more goals, he's already banging them really, isn't he? So if he can just keep doing it, he can end the season on that 15-20 goal run, it's going to be unreal.
No, it's been a really, really good first half. Second half, what's your thoughts? Do you think we can go on and get 2 or 3 more?
Yeah, I can see Chase scoring another 2 maybe. It'll be nice to see.
You going with the same?
Mate, Mara off the bench is happening. Mara off the bench is happening.
Mara off the bench indeed. Guys, thank you very much indeed.
Pretty well undefeated. What can I say? Like we were phenomenal today. I mean, we looked a bit shaky towards the end, but I mean, either way, Bazunu as well, the incredible save, tipping that onto the post. Honestly,
it was great, Gavin Bazunu second half.
Yeah, I think as well. Obviously, we've got Leicester coming up in a couple of months. I know it's looking ahead a bit, but if we can get Unbeaten up to them, which I mean, the way we played today, absolutely. That could be a time.
Last 20 minutes after the 70th minute mark, things got a bit shaky. The change. Jack Stevens come on for Taylor Harbour-Bellis, and we didn't seem as comfortable, did we?
No, yeah, we looked a little bit shaky. It was a bit frustrating in a way because it reminded me a little bit of like last season where we were just really shaky under the pressure. Yeah. And it's one of them where when we're going forward, we just look so much better at the minute. But we held on to it, 3-1 win. It's brilliant.
Saints are second.
Yeah.
Pressure's on Ipswich.
Yeah, pressure's all on Ipswich now. Obviously they've got Leicester on Monday. That anything can happen. And we're going to be spending a night second in the league. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Can't beat it. Vincent, thank you very much. Good to have you on, mate. You're a follower of the channel. Yeah. Thoughts on today's win? 21 games unbeaten. Yeah. Saints break the record and make history.
Yeah, it's good, yeah, but I feel like at the end, yeah, like we should have had more goals. Like there was some like good chance that we just like missed.
Got a little bit sloppy at the end, didn't it, today? They get a little bit sloppy.
Got quite lucky.
What do you think it was? Did you think it was just the changes and maybe a little bit tired?
I don't know, like at the end when we brought Duke, I can't remember his name.
He brought on Stevens, didn't he? He made a few changes. Rothwell made his debut.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be very good in the team or not, really, to be honest.
Going to need to get up to speed. Do you think we can get promoted? The last thing I want to ask you.
Yeah, probably.
You think we can do it? Thank you, mate. Thank you for coming on. And thank you very much for joining us. You should follow the channel. Thoughts on today? 21 games unbeaten. Saints make history.
Easy. It was easy. Second half, we were shaky.
Sloppy after the 70th minute mark, weren't we?
But we got it done in the first half. To be fair, if their goal wasn't a goal, it was a penalty.
Yeah, no.
I think.
I thought Saints were really good first half. They were rampant. Shea Adams was really good. Do you think it's important we keep him?
Yeah, but is this his transfer window form?
yeah, a lot of people talk about the transfer window.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll leave. I have mates that are Brummie fans and they love Che, and I said to him, he ain't going anywhere.
It's been a good away day, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be here to witness history, something special.
I said to you yesterday, I was coming down yesterday, and people were like, it's too early. I was like, no. But to come in 21 unbeaten, we are massive.
Talk to me about Russell Martin. He's done an amazing job, hasn't he?
Yeah. So last time I saw Russell Martin manage was at MK Dons,
Yeah.
coming from Milton Keynes, and he had a good job there. Nearly got them promoted with a good set of players. Went to Swansea, not the greatest players. With us, you've got unreal players.
He's got resources, hasn't he? He's got the resources that he needs to really kick this football club on. Now we just need to really charge.
Yeah.
Hope the result goes our way on Monday,
Yes.
and just try and keep that second spot now, and
Yes.
try and stay there.
Hopefully, but we are second on goal difference, so we're all right at the minute. And we're scoring for the first time in ages.
Yeah.
We're positive goal difference. Good time to be a Saints fan.
Great time to be a Saints fan. Thank you very much for make history. 21 games unbeaten. How does that feel?
Amazing. Yeah, it's just nice to be up here. Early morning start, but it was worth the trip.
Was worth the trip, wasn't it? Superb first half. First 70 minutes we were brilliant. Got really sloppy though, didn't it? I thought we looked really tired at the end. Thought we looked a bit leggy. Adams picked up a bit of a knock. I thought he was outstanding, but we did get a little bit tired and a bit leggy, didn't we?
Yeah, I agree. I think Shea Adams was absolutely phenomenal today.
He was.
You could see Fraser's legs going, all the running he'd been doing all game. It started to go, but that's what we've got our good bench for, which is what we need. So I think they'll have a good week recovery, and then we'll go back next weekend. 22.
Look like they need a rest. They look like they need a little bit of a rest now, don't they? It'd be a chance FA Cup next weekend to rest a few faces.
Yeah, can't wait. Up to Watford. Another chance to beat them. We quite enjoy playing them, so looking forward to it.
Standout performance today.
Shea Adams.
Yeah, he was good. Anyone else sign for you today? Flynn
Fraser.
Downs. Birthday goal for Flynn Downs.
Yeah, Flynn Downs is incredible, solid throughout the way through. I thought, I'd say Flynn Downs and I'd say Fraser. I thought Fraser was electric on the wing.
Yeah, I thought Fraser was really good first half. Brilliant time to be a Southampton fan, isn't it? How good is it at the moment being a Saints fan?
Oh, I mean, it's loving it. Compared to last season, the game for me was Bournemouth, where they ruled the goal offside with VAR. No VAR, winning football, loving it.
Can't beat it. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the very end of the match day vlog. I'm with Brandon. We are home from the game after a probably 4.5 hour journey. We've travelled from the Isle of Wight today all the way to Swansea and back. It's been a bit of a mission. We set off on a very, very early ferry, didn't we, Brandon? We were on the 6 o'clock ferry from the Isle of Wight this morning, Brandon. How you feeling, mate? You as tired as I am right now?
Yeah, quite a long day, but I think it was worth the experience, especially to beat that record. It was amazing.
It was great to beat the record. 21 games unbeaten Saints now in all competitions. 20 in the league. Like you say, it's a record. I thought they were brilliant today. Let's talk about the game. Obviously, we got down there nice and early today. We spoke to loads of fans before the game, as you see in the match day vlog that we've produced. There's such a good feeling, wasn't there, going into the game? A lot of confidence. I was quite confident. I went with 3-1 in my predictions before the game on TikTok. You went with 3-0. I went with 3-1. But it was good. It was brilliant. We were pretty much bang on, weren't we? What we predicted.
Yeah, definitely. The atmosphere was electric. Everyone
was good.
Everyone knew that this was the day. Everyone felt it.
They did.
This was the day that this record was going to be broken, and the team proved it to us today.
Yeah, it was good. Some good performances. That first half, Russell Martin described it, Brandon, as the best. Well, we watched on the ferry coming back to the Isle of Wight. We sat and watched the press conference. We sat and watched all his interviews once we got out of the car. And we watched it all together. There was 4 of us travelling actually back. And we enjoyed his interview, and he said it was the best performance he'd been involved in as a player or a manager. I thought we were so good that first half. We were amazing, weren't we?
I think that first half we were just so dominant. It was clear on the ball. Everyone just seemed to play the right role.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Shay Adams. I thought he was quality.
Shay was quality today.
I think today he just showed what he is as a striker. I think everyone played their part. Obviously, second half maybe not how we wanted it to go.
Yeah.
I think, as Russell said, I felt in that last half hour with them subs, it slowed down.
The subs didn't work, did they? Like, we need to talk about the subs on the matchday vlog because it played a big impact in the second half. They made, I think, 3-4 substitutions, didn't they? And Balassi come on and caused us quite a lot of problems. Around the same sort of time that we made the change for Harwood Bellis for Jack Stevens. Jack Stevens looked really uncomfortable on that side. He's sometimes maybe not as quick as Harwood Bellis, is he? I don't know what you think. I just didn't think he looked comfortable.
I felt like, I understand maybe in Russell Martin's head Taylor was on a yellow, couldn't really risk it, but I felt...
It's like Bendirect last week's on the yellow card, wasn't he? And he was quick to get him off.
That's it, yeah.
Desperate to get Jack on.
Yeah, definitely. I fully understand that. I think he just seemed to be in the wrong positions. He seemed to play a lot of them Swansea players on side, and it gave them a lot of clinical chances.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Gavin Bazunu, I think it could have gone.
We got to talk about Gavin, haven't we? Because we watched the saves back, didn't we? When we were on the ferry coming back to the Isle of Wight, we watched the saves, and obviously I see them in the game, but we were the other end where we made those saves. The other end. I didn't appreciate how good the saves were until I watched it on video and watched it on Sky. On my word, those saves from Bazunu, mate, were incredible. The second one that he made at the end of the game was just outstanding. He was brilliant when a few people faulted him for the goal. I don't think he was at fault for the goal at all. But the two saves he's made at the end of the game, wow.
Definitely, it was a big changer in the game. I felt Russell Martin couldn't have felt any better. He said after last season, I think he's really shone as a goalkeeper. He's proven that he could be one of the top end goalkeepers in any league, really, fit in any top.
Great with the ball at his feet, and he makes good saves.
That's it. I think in the moment he proved to us today that in the moment where we needed the 3 points, prove this unbeaten run can continue. He was there.
Yeah, no, he played a key role at the end because we were under a lot of pressure after the substitutions. We didn't settle. The Joe Rothwell substitution I found a little bit of a strange one. I've got to be honest. He's obviously not had a lot of time at the football club. He come on quite early, 25 to go. He looked like real short of match fitness, which he probably is. I think Russell's admitted it in the presser afterwards. I think if he knew how he was going to perform, I don't think he would have brought him on. I thought he struggled a little bit, to be honest. I think he'd be all right, but you look at the performance of Stuart Armstrong was so good. It was never going to live up to that performance. He's involved in 3 goals, Stuart Armstrong. All 3 goals he set up. 3 assists for him today.
Definitely, I think Rothwell was one of them where I think Martin wanted to see what he was capable of. I think today he's just proven maybe he's not quite there. He needs to go back, have a look over the game.
Yeah.
And I think this FA Cup game next week could be maybe a good chance to see what he can do and see if he can implement the way Russell Martin wants the squad to play.
I think we've got to quickly talk before we finish the match day vlog. There's 2 people I want to talk to you about. I spoke to you about Carl Walker-Peters staying or going. We both think he's going to stay. Yeah. He was outstanding when he today.
Yeah, he was outstanding. I think he was class, capable on the ball, on his feet.
Brilliant.
He just seemed really calm and cool. And I think he's one of them assets where I can't see him not in the squad now.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same.
He just seems such a key player. Yeah. I think you look at him on the pitch and he's everywhere where he needs to be.
The other one's Carl Walker-Peters. Shay Adams. Talk about Carl Walker-Peters. Let's talk about Shay Adams. Shay Adams, I thought was the best performance I've seen from him this season in the Southampton shirt, that first half. He was electric. For anybody that wasn't at the game, his movement off the ball in the first half, actually the whole team's movement off the ball was incredible first half, but the way Shay played, I thought he was so good. I feel for the sake of £6 million or selling him now and risking maybe not going up, but I just think just keep him, sod the 6 million and let him get you back to the Premier League because he was so good today. I can't express how much I enjoyed him today.
I totally agree with you, Martin. I think for the sake of 6 million for promotion to the Premier League, I think he's such a key player. I think today he's proven just how key he is to us. I think not just as a striker, but he came in into that midfield,
Yep.
won his challenges, won his duels. He was in the right position for everything. He seemed to pick out
Great
key players.
follow. He drops in, he holds
That's
the
it.
ball up, his touch is good. Everything about him is good today. A lot of people saying he's in transfer window form. I think if we can keep him beyond this window, he'll be playing for a club next year or a contract at Southampton or whatever. I think we get loads out of him between now and the end of the season. I think he's the sort of person we just need because you won't replace him right now.
Definitely, there's definitely more value in
Yeah.
him than 6 million on a transfer
yeah.
fee in January, and I think there's no one we can really replace.
Yeah,
him
who'd you
with.
bring in?
Who'd
Yeah.
you bring in?
Who'd you bring in? It's been a great day, Brando. I've enjoyed your company. We've had a long nearly 7 hours driving today to get down there and back. It's been a mission, but thoroughly enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed the matchday vlog. Brandon's enjoyed it as much as me, I think, and we've spoken to some great people, haven't we, today?
Yeah, amazing people.
In this video, there's some unbelievable people.
Yeah, some brilliant people, some brilliant content creators, and we can thank everyone. It was a good day.
Yeah, thank you, Brandon. It's been a pleasure.